I decided, because we are preparing for Hurricane Florence, thank you, honey, that I would go to the grocery store at the last minute, which just makes perfect sense, right? You don't see that you need milk and bread and water. So I went to the grocery store and I had every intention of actually running to the opposite end of the Eastern Shore of Virginia, because I just anticipated that the first store that I went to would not have everything I needed. Well, I was wrong. I was able to get everything that I needed, and then some, of course. And I just thought it was really interesting, all the things that I found that were missing in the different aisles. So I decided to go ahead and take a video. And this is what I found. Long lines, boarded up grocery, meat in a can. Good idea for hurricane prep. Beef tamales, evidently a good thing to have. Chef Boyardee. Sugar. Canned fruit. Gravy. Crackers. Soups. Have to have ramen noodles. Peanut butter. Then, of course, bread. Cheap sodas. Sodas are important. Who knew that when the power goes out, you're going to want popcorn? Water's out. In my opinion, coffee is important. Bread. Paper goods. Beer's important. Coffee creamer's important. Nope. So what did you think about that? Like, of course, all the typical milk, bread. I didn't shoot the eggs, but the eggs. Of course, the convenience items like, let's see, the sodas, they were missing. The what do you call it? The chips, I was surprised. Like, I thought that they would all be gone. But they weren't. And some of the things that I thought was really a very smart idea was actually missing. Like, the meat in a can, you know, because, you know, when I think of like prepping and preparing for disasters such as hurricanes, or just preparing or prepping in general, I didn't typically think of things like meat in a can. But now that we've started to prepare for things, meat in a can, such as like, you know, Spam or something like that. We don't do the pork products, but we do the beef, you know, the beef one. So corned beef hash is something interesting that I think would be, because it's like basically meat and potatoes, something that would be filling. Like if you didn't have, well, if you have like we have a, what do you call it? A barbecue, a grill that has a burner on the side. So you can cook that on the side, or you can get like a cast iron skillet and do it on there, or you can do it on an open fire. So, I just thought that was interesting. Corned beef hash to me is lately is kind of what I've been thinking about. Also, they have turkey Spam. I didn't even know it was a thing. But I did buy some of that, and I bought a couple of other things. I'm well stocked on my soups that don't contain any kind of pork products, or lard or anything like that, or any kind of like shellfish. So I have been stocking up on some of that, so I am ready for that. But the things, of course, like water, all the shelves, those were just empty, of course, you know, typically. But things like toilet paper, like you would think that, well, gosh, you know, you kind of need to make sure you have enough toilet paper. It's great that, you know, if you run out of water, yeah, that's a serious thing. But I'm thinking toilet paper's right up there with water. In my house, coffee is super important. And I believe we still have a percolator. We broke our last one, and which would be fine for like an open fire or something like that. So so anyway, I just thought this was really interesting to find the different things that were kind of odd, you know, that people would pick. Oddly enough, I noticed on the shelves, and I even mentioned in the video, that microwave popcorn. Okay, well, usually with a hurricane, I'm from South Florida originally, and usually with a hurricane, you don't have power. So therefore, you can't make microwave popcorn in the microwave when there's no power. So just kind of, I thought that was funny to me. And, but you know, it's just, you just never know what's going to be, what you're going to want or need or whatever until something like this happens. I mean, you get the generic list from different places. But so anyway, I just wanted to share what our local Eastern Shore local grocery store had and what it didn't have, and I just thought it was interesting, so I thought about y'all sharing it with y'all. So you stay safe and stay out of the Hurricane Florence's path. So bless y'all.